Hey, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And welcome. If you are catching this on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. And if you are catching it on the replay, you can skip ahead to about the 1.5 to 2 minute mark to get to the content. Well, when you're jumping on, let me know who you are and where you're from so I can shout you out and say hello after the broadcast. So while you're jumping on, I'm going to be sharing this out to a few of my favorite spots, and I encourage you to do the same. And let me make sure, because I'm actually now, my marbles are together after getting a lot of sleep. Oh man, I had to get some sleep. But now we are here, and that's awesome. All right. We are getting this shared out. And I'm actually not screwing it up, which is awesome. But I'm having to do this slower now because Facebook made this change, and it's just it's making this take a little bit longer than normal. But it is what it is. We work with what we got, and that's the truth. Okay, oops. There's one group. I think I shared it like twice. Sorry. All right, awesome. We got it together here. Okay, so we are going on the 2 minute mark. All right. So, hey, Holly, how are you? All right. So let's get started with the housekeeping announcements. I had to write them down today so I didn't forget anything. All right. So if you purchase your health care from the exchange, from the marketplace, however you call it, the open enrollment starts November 1st. So that is 2 days away. And that goes until December 15th for your healthcare to be active starting in January 2019. January 15th is the deadline for your Q4 estimated tax payments. So if you got some estimated tax payments that you can't pay, you definitely need to reach out to the IRS. For those that were impacted by Hurricane Florence, you have until January 31st to file your taxes if you had a valid extension on file. If you did not, then you really need to reach out to the IRS. If you already had a valid extension on file, you don't need to call the IRS. That extra time is granted for you. For those that were impacted by Hurricane Michael in those areas, you have until February 28th to file your taxes again if you had a valid extension on file. And if you did not and you have not filed, you definitely need to reach out to the IRS. And if you are deployed to assist with recovery in those areas, you may not live in the impacted area, but you've been deployed through some organization and you had a valid extension on file and you have not filed yet, you definitely need to reach out to the IRS to let them know that. Okay. Because otherwise they really have no idea that you're, deployed and helping these areas. So if you are assisting with those recovery areas, not actually living in those areas, you need to reach out to the IRS to make arrangements. Okay. And after that, you guys, it's going to be tax season. All right. So it's right around the corner, believe it or not. Okay. It's going to get here faster than you think. All right. That's it for the housekeeping announcements. Let us get down with the content for today. Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett, and I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. Okay, so today I want to talk about how the IRS views opportunity hoppers. Okay. Now, in the internet marketing space, in the network marketing space, people bounce around from company to company to company. I don't know one network marketer that has only been with one company. Okay. I've been in the network marketing industry and I got, there's corpses of all kinds of stuff that I have done. Right. And so, so what happens is, and this is what I really want to address, is that, a lot of times when you have the big top earner people, right? If they leave a particular company, their whole team follows them, right? So, and depending on where it is, that particular top earner could be in a lot of different things. So what I want to talk about is really how the IRS looks at this, and it's really kind of that business versus hobby type things. But there's some things in that test that you really need to understand so that, when you need to make better decisions about just hopping around just because somebody else does, you have to be able to make better decisions for yourself. And I got this question yesterday from someone in the community. So it was a really great thing, but you got to understand how the IRS looks at this stuff. Okay. So there are a lot of different factors that the IRS looks at to determine whether you're a business or a hobby. One of those is, are you in profit 3 out of 5 years? So when you're getting started in business, you are expected to be at a loss, right? You are investing money. You have not had an opportunity to really sell anything yet, right? And so, so they're looking at, year 1, year 2, by year 3, if you're not making any money, you're kind of on the IRS's radar. By year 4, if you're still operating at a loss, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be getting a letter from the IRS asking for more information about such and such expenses. So I'm going to go through this and share this with you so that you have an understanding. All right. So number 1 is, do you carry on the activity in a business-like manner? Business-like manner being, do you have a daily method of operation? Are you systematic in what you're doing? Are your plans practical? Do you even have a plan? Okay. So if you are, and what I mentioned previously, so you hear in the network marketing space, for instance, okay, that you can build a business in 15 minutes a day. Or 15 minutes at a time. Okay. 15 minutes at a time is different than 15 minutes in a day. Okay. So if you take a business if you have an offline business, let's say a franchise of some sort, are you really going to be spending just 15 minutes trying to build that business? No, you've invested your money. You're going to be working at this so that it actually turns a profit, which is what you are expected to do. But the problem is a lot of times people get involved in business in the network marketing space or even the online marketing space for tax benefits. Okay. That does not work. All right. Because the only way that you get a benefit, if you will, is if you operate at a loss, because that's the only way. It's either going to reduce a tax liability or it's going to increase a refund if you're operating at a loss. But you can only do that for so long. If you are a business owner, if you're making a profit, you are going to pay taxes. That is what business owners do. You've heard me say that time and time again. Okay. The next one is, do the time and effort you put into the activity indicate that you intend to make it profitable? What do I say about that 15 minutes? Okay. And especially as a mompreneur, when we are mothers, we got kids, we're usually the ones that are, the chauffeurs and getting them to activities and stuff. We have to be creative. So that 15 minutes at a time definitely does work for us, but you can't just spend 15 minutes a day and lose money and think that's going to work. It's not. Number 3, do you depend on the income from the activity for your livelihood? Now, when you're first getting started in network marketing, no, it is definitely not for your livelihood, or in business, period. It is just not for your livelihood because you're putting in money, right? You're not making any yet. However, is the goal for this to be how you eat? Is this the money that you make? Is your plan for this to be how you eat, how you pay your mortgage, your car payments, all of that? Is that the plan? So this is why you can't be going around here saying, I'm in business for the tax benefits. Cease and desist on that. All right. Now, here's the biggie. Are your losses due to circumstances beyond your control, or are they normal in the startup phase of your type of business? Now, let's talk about losses beyond your control. So one of the things that, in a traditional type network marketing business, you invest in product, right? Totally get it because I did it. Okay. So I always have to say this disclaimer. I'm not hating on network marketing. Network marketing has produced more millionaires, especially women millionaires, than a little bit. However, you have to be careful in how you invest in your product. And the reason I say that is because in some companies, you can buy your position. You can buy your rank based on the amount of product that you buy. However, if you're buying product that you can't sell, that is not a loss beyond your control. Okay? Don't buy your position, sell your position. If you are not selling enough product or enough services for you to achieve some rank, okay, then you need to sell more. Don't go and just buy your way in. Stop that, okay? You buy your way in the beginning, right? You get yourself set up to where you have product to sell, but you don't go and just, buy a product just for some recognition. Stop it. Okay. Okay. The next thing, do you change your methods of operation in an attempt to improve profitability? So if you are standing on a corner saying, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, and that doesn't work, and then you start another business and you do the same thing, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, and it doesn't work. And then you go and start another company and you stand on the corner, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. Did you change your method? No, you did not. So the IRS is going to say to you, well, if you knew it didn't work the first year, you knew it didn't work the second year, why would you try again the third year thinking that you're going to get a different result? That's the definition of insanity. So did you actually change your method? Did you say, okay, instead of saying, standing there saying, buy my product, I started giving out samples to people, right? That's a change in your method to improve profitability. Okay, here's the other one that's delicious, okay? The next one is, do you or your advisors have the knowledge needed to carry on the activity as a successful business? Your upline, your sponsor is not your advisor. Okay? No. And the reason is that when we're looking at the opportunity space, network marketing, so as long as you are buying the product, your sponsor financially benefits, right? So your sponsor cannot be your advisor. You need to have someone that is not that does not benefit financially at all from your participation, right? You have to go outside of that. You go to a coach, you go to a tax professional, you go to somebody who is not that will not financially benefit from your continuing to buy products and memberships or whatever it is that you need to buy. Those are the people that you need to ask. You need to go to a business coach. Okay? Because a lot of times what your business coach is going to tell you is not the same thing that your upline is going to tell you. Trust me, I know. I got lost money to prove that. All right? So when you're talking about having a coach, it's not your sponsor. It's someone that does not benefit financially from your participation. Then this one. Now, this is where the hopping part comes in. Were you successful in making a profit in similar activities in the past? So if you lost money in this company, then you go to this company and lose money, then you go to this company and lose money, the IRS is going to say, okay, well, you have not been successful in these other things. You haven't changed your methods to be profitable. You haven't hired anybody to help you learn how to sell this product. Boo, you got a hobby. We want our money back. So you cannot just look at whether or not your upline's upline, your top earner, whoever, if they move companies, then you just move with them. No, you need to look at your history. Okay. This is why it's important for you to have 3 to 5 years of your tax returns, because if you go to a new tax professional, they're going to ask to see those things because they're going to look at your history. Or is that just me? Because that's what I do for my clients. I'm looking at your history to say, okay, listen, you can't do this anymore. Because if you do, you're going to wind up having to pay the piper, and that's not going to be cute. This is why you need to build a relationship with someone who does your taxes so that they can look at your overall big picture to tell you, hey, this is what you need to do differently here. or this is not a good idea for you. Okay. I'm telling you. Now, there are other things, but these are the main things that I wanted to address today. And so it's not just one thing. It's when they put the whole picture together. So what happens is the IRS, they look at your tax returns and they go, ooh, Schedule C, loss. There's another loss. There's another loss. Okay, no, this person over here, they're reducing their taxable income. We need to go make sure they're in business. So, so they go look at this time and effort thing. Hey, can we see your calendar? What's in your calendar? I don't see where you've met with any clients. I don't see where you've had any business meetings. I don't see where you've been to any networking events. This is why having your calendar is important. And oh, by the way, if you say that you met with so-and-so to discuss a product and you wrote off a meal, trust and believe they will call so-and-so to confirm whether or not that actually happened. Okay. There's actually a case, couple years ago with a couple that was in Florida that was a network marketing. They earned, both of them earned just shy of 6 figures each, husband and wife. They bought all the product. They went to all the meetings. They did all that stuff, but they did not sell a whole bunch of product. The IRS went back and disallowed all of those expenses because they did not put in the time and effort necessary to sell the product, and what they were investing does not equal what they were selling. So the IRS said, no, you have a hobby. We want our money back, please and thank you. The IRS asked for a business plan. The couple showed them the compensation plan. The comp plan is not the business plan. The comp plan is simply how the company pays you. It does not determine how you are going to the actions that you're going to take to make money. That's your comp plan doesn't do that. It just tells you how you get paid. That's it. Okay. And so then when you're going and you're just because, Joe went over here and Sue went over here and all that, I'm going where Joe and Sue are. You have to, if you get into a company and let's say your upline leaves 6 minutes later, throw up the deuces, find someone else to help you where you are. If you can't make money where you are, just changing companies doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make more money. You have to be smarter about these decisions that you need to make for yourself and not just listen to your upline because they're going to tell you to do what's going to benefit them. Okay? And listen, I'm not saying all uplines are bad. I have a terrific sponsor in my affiliate marketing company, right? I do. But you have to also be able to make decisions for yourself and know how they impact you financially and how that looks on your tax return. Because if you're constantly just losing money, you're not in business. You are in a nonprofit in the discomfort of your home. And that's not cute. Okay. So don't get wrapped up in these refunds. Okay. Because as a business owner, we pay taxes. Your job as a business owner is to make money. When you make money, you have profit. When you have profit, you pay taxes. That's how it works. Okay. So I hope this helps you out. Listen, I want to remind you to grab a copy of my book. It is available on Amazon. And it really talks about some of these things to help you think like a business owner, not just someone who started a business. Okay. To help you reshape your thinking of how you invest in your business, how you set goals for your business so that you can start to run a profitable business. Okay. That's what business is for, to make profit. If you don't make profit, how are you going to eat? Come on, somebody. Okay. So I'm going to get off this soapbox because I will preach about this for the next hour. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. I really hope this gives you some food for thought. Okay. Think about what you're doing. Going into the next year, how are you going to conduct yourself? Are you going to be a business owner? Like really taking responsibility for the profitability in your business. Okay. Let me hush. All right. So guys, thank you so much. Again, Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And you can come here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. All right. Have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.